Hello folks, it's the 28th of September 2024. It's a Saturday morning here in Kalamazoo. We're by the airport. It happens to be the open access panel day at the Air Zoo. I'm going to go take a look under some of the skin of these World War II and up to more modern day aircraft. Might even get a little closer look at under a SR-71 and so forth. I'll be right back. It's pretty cool on the sidewalk as you go in. They have stencils of the SR-71 over in the building that they do the rebuilds and restoration of the aircraft. They have one of the engines, one of the big Saturn V rocket motors on display. This is a newer display. I haven't seen this before. It is a huge anchor. Let's go take a look. Wow, this is new. Just this year. It's a starboard bow anchor from the aircraft carrier USS Kitty Hawk. Commissioned in 1961. Had flight deck for up to 80 jets. 5,000 officers and crew. It's in service and seen the war in Vietnam, the global war on terrorism before she was decommissioned in 2009. Really, really cool. Weighs 60,600 pounds, 30 tons. It's almost 19 feet high and it's almost about 10 and a half feet wide. There's a picture of them dropping it right there. 4,000 pound chain link weights, 10 links times 400 pounds each. Wow. And here's the chain links right up here. And that's something very cool. Named after the Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers' first flight. That Kitty Hawk, yeah. Look here, the author. Very cool. Do a little reversal here and see the size of these chains. Man, never thought I'd ever seen anything like this. This is really something. I've seen one of the screws, one of the big propellers off of an aircraft carrier on display, but nothing like this. Pretty cool. Be right back. Hey, here's the entrance to the Air Zoo right here. They call it the zoo because they have the world's only collection of the Grumman cats. The tomcat, the F-14. They have the bear cat, the hellcat, the wildcat, the tiger cat. It's a twin engine. I didn't see that here last time. The Panther jet, the F-9. They used it in the movie The Bridges of Toko-Ri. And at one time here at a high-end Kalamazoo air show, they had them all flying in a formation. I was here and seen it back in the day when we had VHS tapes and so forth. It wasn't long and the little Panther jet had an accident and they were never again able to put that cat flight back together again. As you walk in here, you're going to see Sue Parrish's P-40 Warhawk. That lady flew in many air shows. She's one of the benefactors and people that started the Air Zoo. Wait till you see her plane. Very cool. There she is. It's a good likeness of her, too. I've met her. Shook her hand. The little mascot you see there, painted just below in front of the cockpit with blue wings, that's Fifanelia. I believe it's the mascot of the Wasps, the woman that flew combat aircraft, ferried them to the front lines and other places during the war. All right, we're gonna get our tickets and go inside. Be right back. Okay, as we enter the air zoo, it's like you're flowing through the clouds. And then in the main museum. Go from World War I through World War II, all the way over here. More modern day, the Cold War, the Tomcat. The big mural that you see on the back wall of the B-17 is what I understand the largest continual mural of a B-17 in the world. I think it's a Rick Herder. I think Rick Herder painted that. We'll take a closer look at that in just a minute. Go over here and work our way around. Take a look at this German howitzer. See, the French had the famous 75s. The Germans had the 76s. This is a German 7.6 centimeter or 76 millimeter standard howitzer. Krupp made these by the tens of thousands for World War I. They're still used in World War II. Many pulled by horses. We'll work our way around. Heard of Snoopy flying the Sopwith pup? Well, this is a Sopwith camel. Twin Vickers up above the engine. First the interrupter gear. You can see the shafts connected. You look down through the canopy or through the cockpit. Very cool. One of the old rotary engines. Talk about steampunk. Man. Really cool. Here's a Curtis Robin C1 closed cabin. Till this, many of the planes were open cabin. You can see they have the cowling open. Take a close look at the engine. Very cool. Here, it's a Ford tri-motor. 3 radial engines. One in the front, one under each wing. I've seen this fly. They used to give rides in it here for years. And they have taken off the engine panels here so we can look deep into the tri-motor's workings. Very cool. From the ceiling, you'll notice an aircraft used World War II, and then in the beginning, of course, in Korea, Also in Vietnam in the beginning was the O-1s, the little observation aircraft, and they were replaced by the O-2 Cessna 337s, the bird dogs. But these were the observation and smoke marking aircraft. The beginning of the Vietnam War, one's many like it. A lot of heroes lost their lives in these little planes. Right back. Many of the earlier aircraft and many of the new Homebuilts were fabric covered. And this shows an aircraft right here. A little pontoon. This is an experimental Homebuilt aircraft. You can see all the woodwork goes into these before they start covering them with the fabric. And this side is done. Very cool. Might say, what does this motorcycle have anything to do with small aircrafts? Well, this is the Excelsior Henderson Motorcycle Company. Okay. Many of these engines were used building of these small experimentals. Pretty cool. Now they're going to have a balloon ascent over here. They've ascended. Here's another really cool Homebuilt, the Whistler. Texaco number 13. Really something here. We'll take a closer look. Here's a little photo op. You want to go up in the basket. This is a real hot air balloon basket. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. The mystery ship replica. That is the, I want to say, Montgolfier balloon, if I'm pronouncing it right. Credited other than Icarus and Daedalus, the first to fly unnaturally. We have another version of this at the National Air Museum in Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. Back in those days, if something like this were to occur, it'd freak people out. You'd be burned as a stake as a witch, I bet. That would freak somebody out. This was enough that really did, believe me. This is the Waco Man. Pretty cool. This is a fantastic mural, ceiling to floor, life-size personages all the way around. This is France, airfield in France in World War II, and World War I, I'm sorry. The mural goes all the way around the room, past the Quonset Hut Theater, and then morphs into World War II with a huge mural over here of the B-17 and then beyond. Well, let's see. Would you try to do this if you had to for $5 to $8 a performance over the carnival? Go wingtip to wingtip and then wing walk on over to the other aircraft? That'd be something, wouldn't it? That's what they did sometimes. Hi, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good.